Welcome, I'm the Zabi Master, and this is the Anything tier list. The first thing I wanted to say is, for some reason the first video got like 100 views, no idea why, it's just really random. But yeah, if you're watching this, please do comment for your suggestions, it will be in the next one. Just make sure you follow the rules. I will put the rules in the description, I reckon. Okay, just before I begin, I just wanted to quickly say that I'm adding a new rule. Yes, I know, big news, I'm adding a new rule. Essentially, I was a little bit too harsh. In the previous episode, I was kind of unfair because I was being super nitpicky, but that's because I really wanted to enforce the fact that literally anything can be on this tier list, even if it's nonsense. But if you just think that's annoying, then please comment in your comment, sorry for the bad spelling, or something along those lines, and so I'll just ignore the fact that you spelled things wrong, and I will just assume what you're talking about. But if you don't include that in your comment, then I'm just going to be super nitpicky. So I'm going to add that as a new rule. Boom! There you go. There's the new rule. I will put everything in the description if you need to read it. So yeah, that's a future Zab problem. Because you suck. Anyway, get out of here. Alright, so in the third episode of the Anything tier list, I've got password Y6Y commenting again, and the suggestions were COVID-19, 4G, and the concept of a concept. So, with COVID-19, this is the virus. If you don't know about COVID-19, I'll be pretty surprised, but I'm sure there's like a ton of information you can find on it. I don't like COVID at all. Like, first of all, it's a virus, so it's not even like a living thing. It's just a thing that exists and it just harms other things. They're not cool. They benefit absolutely no one. They're just awful. They just make life worse. And especially in 2020, or at least the early 2020s, it kind of ruined a lot of the world's economy, I guess. I don't really know a whole lot of detail. Personally, COVID-19 didn't influence that much of my life. I got pretty lucky. I live in Australia, and Australia wasn't that much affected. I'm not saying it wasn't affected, I'm just saying it wasn't as affected as other countries definitely were. Overall, I don't see anything good about this. I mean, the only thing I could think that could be positive out of COVID-19 is the fact that we have all discovered that we need to be more hygienic, or maybe the fact that viruses as a whole could be a cool storytelling thing, like the Black Plague or whatever. But yeah, honestly, this is definitely going to be the first F tier, just because it sucks. There's no reason for it to exist. It's just not great at all. So I'm going to put it all the way over here. I actually doubt there's going to be something that beats COVID-19 in worst thing on the tier list. In fact, closer to the letter means higher on the tier list. So I'm actually going to put it all the way down here. So it's all the way at the bottom of F tier. And you know what? I'm going to put it here on the second slide. And each time I make a new slide, I'm going to move it down, just because I really can't think of anything that would be worse than COVID-19, just because there are practically no upsides to it. All right, 4G. I'm just assuming this will be about like connecting to the Wi-Fi when you're off the internet or whatever. I don't really know the specific terms, but it's essentially just if you don't have an internet, it's connecting to the internet via 4G. It's just a strong connection. I guess it's not as strong as 5G, but yeah, I don't really like the things with 5G towers. People like thinking the aliens are going to be upon us or whatever, but like it's just insane mental thinking. I don't have a problem with 4G. I mean, yeah, a tower's popping up, or I'd say popping up, they've already popped up. But they're good. It allows you to call people from wherever. It allows you to make emergency phone calls, like if you're lost. It allows you to use the internet when you're offline. It allows you to like do a lot of stuff. I think it's absolutely great, and I think people are definitely overreacting. I don't see a lot of downsides to it, but then again, I don't know a whole lot about it. Just, I only know what I know, okay? So because of that, I think I'm going to put it in S tier, actually, just because I think it just allows you to access like pretty much infinite information from the internet, and allows you to call people if you need to, all of that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of downsides. The only downsides just being what's on the internet, really. So 4G, I'm going to say it's less than death, but I'm going to put it like about here. I hope I'm being clear with what I'm saying, and I also hope that I'm not missing anything. Like if I say, yeah, this thing is pretty cool, but secretly it was involved in a massacre and killed hundreds of people that I didn't know, then That's just my mistake. I didn't know. I'm sorry. But I think I'm good. I think I'm safe from that kind of stuff. Anyway, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this? Well, this is the concept of a concept. I just looked that up and this was one of the images. Essentially, a concept is not a physical thing. It's something made up by intelligent life, or as far as we're aware, by humans, and humans alone. A concept includes things like words, or basically just things that aren't physically real. Like the word mistake is a concept because it's not a physically real thing. I don't know, there's like a whole debate you could get into it. Also, I guess like countries are a concept because they're not really real, it's just something us humans have made up. But the concept of a concept, so a concept of the word concept, I'm going to be saying that word a lot, essentially is the concept of a concept. It's kind of hard to explain, but the fact that humans made up humans made up the word concept, and it refers to something that is made up by humans, and the concept of a concept is, I mean, pretty good. It allows us to get a better understanding of things. Like, without knowing what the concept of a concept is, you can't really understand things like words or names. Like, names are a concept too, and like countries and stuff like that. So the concept of a concept is good and it's innocent. I don't think it's anything exceptionally amazing. It doesn't make my mouth water or anything. So I'm going to put it in B, just because I think it's solid. But yeah, does it have any downsides though? That's like the main thing I need to think of. I mean, not really. It's just the only thing with this is that it doesn't really have any downsides, but it doesn't really do much that makes me really happy for it. So I'm going to... Do I like it more than pigeon wings? I mean, I kind of like pigeon wings. I'll put it here. I'll move pigeon wings there, but I'll put this here because I like the concept of a concept more than the Comic Sans letter B, but less than pigeon wings because I think pigeon wings are cool. But yeah, anyway, so check the rules in the description or watch the previous video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to be in the next episode, make sure you comment. It's as simple as that. You don't have to comment 3 things, it can just be 1. But as long as you follow the rules, you're going to be A-okay. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that. Check out my other content, and I'll see ya.